Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, and or good night. Welcome back to Abstract Medicine. I do hope you're all doing well. It's really early in the morning here, and I've been called to do a reading. And it's always best to do them really early in the morning. So let's just get started. Thank you, angels, ancestors, guides, for delivering the messages that we need to hear today. Thank you so much. Okay. I'd also like to thank you all for your private readings, your private bookings, your private sessions, your one-to-ones, your questions and answers of advice, your bookings for those of you who can't fully afford all of my sessions or even art classes. I appreciate your offerings, no matter what they may be. Remember, all of the bookings, for those of you who are wanting one of those bookings and just really cannot afford to pay the full amount, no amount is too small, okay? No amount is too small. I'd also like to thank you for your tips and for your coffee. Talking about coffee, I got my coffee today, this morning. All right. So we're just going to use a tarot today, and if there's anything else, I might need to get up and get another card, rather another deck. Let's have a look and see what the messages are for the collective today. Four of Wands and the Fool. The Four of Wands and the Fool card is a beautiful energies to start the reading, really. How are we going to read this? Okay, we're going to just have them in the middle, right? So, yeah, we have a big move. Some of you are moving. It's funny, I had a dream last night over a friend of mine who was moving. He was like, he split up with his girlfriend in the dream, and he moved. He ended up moving. So this could be resonant to you. This could be a new residency. This could be a desire to take some big moves. Some of you, some money moves. Some of you through work. The Four of Wands is a celebration, happiness, joy, fulfillment, I would say as well. Usually in the tarot, classically speaking, this is an Italian deck, I would say anyway, because it's illustrated by an Italian artist called Giovanni Caselli. There's usually two people who are celebrating a marriage, a wedding, a union. But this is one person, and we have one person here and a helpful, faithful companion. Also in my dream last night, there was a small dog. It was a black dog. This one is more of a hound, really, but it's still a white. Classically, in the tarot, the Fool card has a white small dog companion. As a faithful mascot. The butterfly is indicative of transformation, transition, and the white flower is symbolic of the Fool cards, the Fool's purity. Okay, so I've got my lovely cheat sheet here, which I'm really I'm loving this cheat sheet. I think I need to have it closer because I'm short-sighted, so I have to kind of keep bringing it over. But yeah, the Four of Wands says comfort, stability, celebration, exactly. And then we have the Fool, which is obviously at the beginning of the whole tarot story. New beginnings, innocence, opportunity, and a leap of faith. So let's just get some more clarity about this Fool card. Let's get some more clarity over this Fool card, please, Spirit. The Hierophant. Okay, so what's happening is interesting. 4 and 4, we've got two fours. 4 of Wands and the 4 of Pentacles. So what I'm seeing here is these two cards came out together. So I'm seeing that there is now going to be a new sense of positive comfort, a new beginning towards something that is going to make you feel actually more in alignment with who you truly are, on a spiritual journey, on a quest, of self-discovery for some of you who are single, or for those of you who are single at this time. I don't see you going to be single for very much longer, because this involves something to do with a commitment. We've got 2 cards of commitment here with the Hierophant and the Four of Wands. The Four of Pentacles for me is also about holding on to your beliefs, holding on to what is true, and can also talk about committing to yourself, your soul, your purpose, at least for me as a reader. As you know, I'm an intuitive reader, but I also read the cards, you know, sort of like traditionally speaking. I am also clairvoyant, clairsentient, claircognisant, and the other one. It's early in the morning. I have all the clairs, essentially. Interestingly, my mum has the clairvoyance really strongly in terms of seeing apparitions, seeing ghosts. I feel them, I sense them, I get a clair vision in my third eye, like an image flash of what they look like. But I don't actually see them, you know, thank goodness, because I'd freak out. I think all of my life, if I was able to see ghosts, really, I would freak out. There was a moment once years ago in London on the Underground. I'm, you know, forgive me if you've heard this story already, but Great Portland Street Station, on the platform, I was with my mum, and she just smiled, and I said, "What?" And she said, "I just saw a white dog pass by your leg." So yeah, it's like one of those things. And so some of you could actually be increasing your clairvoyance. There's always a reason why I mention things in my readings. There's always some sort of like, yeah, reason for the stories. The Hierophant is Taurus energy. It can talk about someone who is a master, someone who's very well read, someone who's has a lot of knowledge, and someone who could be a teacher, or someone who you could be going for advice, particularly on this spiritual quest. For some of you, this could be some sort of rabbi or priest, or I'm just hearing the birds, or a guru or something like that. Could even be a mentor for some of you. I do also see that you're on a journey for and towards commitment. So when you commit to a partner, you're also committing to yourself. But in order to commit to a partner first, excuse me, there's yeah, blessings are definitely coming for you, by the way, Spirit is saying. The most important journey at the beginning is the commitment to yourself, the commitment to your soul, the commitment to your purpose. And so I do see a commitment on this path that's taking place, and I do see a twin flame journey coming in. This is a rare one. You know, twin flame journeys are not for the faint-hearted at all. For those of you who are on one, you know, and I'll leave it like that. So the Hierophant, let's have a look at the Hierophant. Hierophant is clarifying the Fool. Now, some of you could be getting advice from someone, so be aware of this, be aware. You could be getting advice from someone who was on the twin flame journey, and they ended up not being on it because they wanted to commit their life. So they didn't want to necessarily come into physical union, come into union with their twin flame on this path of life, because they would have rather committed to a higher source, a higher power, in a more classical, traditional, religious way. So take that as it resonates. So be aware of that, because you could be getting advice from someone who may not necessarily have committed to the journey themselves. It's still a commitment of itself, but it's not necessarily the commitment to the journey that is going to be fully in resonance and in alignment with what you're going to be committing to. Always good to heed advice from people who are good examples, good pillars of society. If you're wanting to be inspired by someone who is showing up in the world in the way that you also want to be showing up in the world, then, you know, make sure that they are doing that. Make sure that they're walking the talk, they're talking the walk, all the same thing at the same time. That they're not just teachers just for its own sake, okay? Nonetheless, I do feel like this person is trustworthy because they do have a lot of wisdom within them. The Four of Pentacles is, so yeah, we're looking at the Hierophant. So the Hierophant is spiritual wisdom, exactly. Leadership, tradition, and institutions, yeah. Some of you could be going back to school or starting a new journey at work. As I said before, this is something that you're going to be celebrating, something that you're going to be competent at doing eventually. And this is going to bring a lot of comfort, joy, and stability for you. You're excited about this. You're excited about starting a new journey, a new venture. This is an opportunity that requires a lot of courage and a leap of faith, because it's going to be fresh and new. You know, when we start something new, when we even go traveling and we go to a new place, it's always really exciting, but it's also a bit nerve-wracking because, like, how are we going to get there? Are we going to get there on time? You know, are we going to... I'm actually liaising currently right now, visitors coming to see me. And it's like liaising the time. Should I pick them up from the airport? It's always a bit tricky picking people up at the airport. Will they arrive at the same time? They're coming from different places in the world. So it's one of those things. So, but having that leap of faith, it's all gonna run smoothly. Nonetheless, it's all gonna run smoothly. It's just taking a bit of time. Taking a bit of time maybe to plan first of all, and then go ahead and venture on. I'm hearing it's gonna work out smoothly. The Four of Pentacles is well, you know, in the tarot it says greed, control, security. I don't necessarily, because all of the cards are completely neutral. So when this card is next to this card, I'm seeing that it's actually a positive card, or about I'm pausing here because there's another word that's coming through that I'll mention in a second. It's a positive card of self-love and integrity, particularly with next to this card here. The word that I was hearing was retribution. Okay. The retribution is coming in through Three of Pentacles, again another work card. So the retribution is actually, what I'm hearing is more of a compensation, financially speaking, from a group of people, from an institution that maybe you're leaving behind, and you're moving into a new job, and this job in particular is going to recompense you for a job well done. You've been a really good team player, and now you're going to be paid, or even maybe they write a lovely you know, letter of referral for your next job. There's also a treasure chest that this person is sat on, but they're also looking forward, they're looking to the future. Maybe they've only got one coin left after working these 3 coins, you know, in another place. So it's about, again, having faith, having a little bit more patience for payday to come in. I don't feel like you're going to have to wait too long. I think it's going to be about a month. If you can wait a month for that payment to come through, that payday to come through, that will be your retribution in a positive way. Okay, for a job well done. This person is also saying salute, which means like goodbye, you know. You know, there's a mouse here and there's a mouse here. I don't know if you can see this, but there's a mouse here next to this man, right here. And there's a mouse here, right next to this man here. Which is telling me that the mouse signifies looking closer to paying attention to the smaller details. Being a bit fastidious sometimes, you know, being overly analytical, very super proud of your skill sets, you know, knowing exactly what your worth is, having integrity. If you need to, knowing when to walk away, when your skills are not being appreciated, when your talents are not being appreciated. Now, talents and skills are very different things. Having a talent is one thing, having a skill is another. You've got to develop your skill. Your talent is innate. Now, if you don't develop that talent into something that is going to be, you know, not only positive for you, but also taking a leap of faith and courageous act, of course, to open up to the world about your talents, but not practicing on it every day, it's just not going to finesse itself. You've got to finesse it yourself. Spirit's coming in with the slang. It's funny, but it's true. Well, finessing is not really slang, but you know, in popular culture it kind of is now. Dress to finesse, Spirit is saying. It's not dress to impress. Dress knowing that you have the job. You know, dress for the job that you want. You know, there's all these amazing funny memes about that too, as you know. Okay. It's like, if you want to be Luke Skywalker, Spirit is saying, dress like just like Luke Skywalker. All right, the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is coming through. The Queen of Wands is coming through. The Knight of Pentacles. Some of you may have had choices. This could be, I'm talking to a masculine here who has had a choice in love. A choice between one over another. A choice where one was more physically attractive, conventionally more attractive over another. The other had what the other one lacked. The one had a lot more compassion and love, maternal sweetness. The other one still had maternal energy, but they were more like a vixen. Okay. I also do see that some of you could be, but you could actually be the two people in one person, and it was a slow burn for you to come into that energy, recognizing that you have it all. If you are the masculine, it could be that you are you're noticing that these are sort of attributes that you like in a person, particularly a female. Yeah. One, it's about taking things slowly. The Knight of Pentacles is here, and the Ten of Cups. And one is about having passion for that other person. A lot of physical attraction, physical needs are met, let's say, intimately. But maybe it's about leaving that situation behind and going on a spiritual journey. Oneself on a single quest here, and we have the same person here. All right, so that could be a message for some of you. Yeah, I think just a short reading here. Nothing really major, but just a short reading. Ten of Pentacles, we also had the Ten of Cups and the Six of Swords, telling me that some of you are going to be choosing a life. The Devil card, the Justice card is here as well. Moving away from temptation, and there's going to be an ending for some of you with regard to a relationship, a situation, and or even a place where you're living. This is a brand new change. A lot of you are getting your retribution through justice. So there's divine justice who's coming in, that is coming in to level out the playing field, I'm hearing. You're getting your just rewards. Things are working out in your favour. Legal battles are going to be working out in your favour. And we do have financial increase as well as financial stability. And that's where that comfort comes in, through taking a leap of faith into the new, which starts with committing to yourself, your soul's purpose, before you commit to another. Some of you have been dealing with a false twin flame. This could be a karmic situation that was very toxic, not healthy at all. and there's an end here, moving on, moving forwards. It's going to take a bit of time for you to move on and move forwards. False twin flame connections, I've been in one before, years ago. You know, they're not easy at all, because they feel like the genuine article. They seem like the real thing. But what I will say as testament to all of you is that the false twin flame, give thanks to them, because they are the one just before your true twin flame turns up. And you will not expect the twin flame to actually turn up. You will not. You will not. You'll know when you meet them that there's something interesting about them. You'll know them before from a past life. You'll also know them before, for some of you, for most of you, from someone from your past that didn't really work out, or nothing really happened between you. And this person is more tempered. This person has a psychic connection with you. They're also dealing, this actual twin flame is someone who's going to give back to you. This is someone who loves you a lot. This is someone who has a lot of depth, Scorpio energy, Cancer, as well as Pisces and Sagittarius here. There's a lot more patience, and you're going to be going slow in this connection. There's also a lovely divine, you know, give and take between both of you. You know, we have 2 cards about give and take. Now this new journey that you're committing to, for those of you who are on a solo journey, could actually, as I said before, coming into a commitment, a journey of commitment in the long run, where you'll be meeting on the same path, 2 paths converging with your twin flame. And this could be taking place during the eclipse. You know, the eclipse could be an opening, a portal, a doorway, a new path for that path of commitment. Okay. Also paying attention to your intuition. So that is what I have for you, lovely ones, divine spirits. I'm hearing from Spirit. Thank you so much. And I'm leaving this at 22:11 at the time. All right. God bless you. Take care. Bye for now.